We'll start with Kingston, and they only have about 79 yards of total offense. Camden Singer, their leading rusher, at 56 yards on 13 carries. The other two running backs, Connor Mutch and Kyle Hedstrom at the quarterback, they went backwards for 20 yards total. Hedstrom as quarterback, 6 of 14 for 43 yards, but picked off twice. Both of these interceptions led to touchdowns. Camden Singer was coming out of the backfield as a receiver, 32 yards on 3 catches. The other 3 passes, 2 of them went to Hans Weber for 8 yards, and 1 went to Justin Stewart for 3. As for Bremerton, 267 yards total offense on the ground. Two of their running backs over 100 yards, 5 carries, 100 yards for Oliver Christian with big touchdown run of 45 yards. Jalen Raven Oliver, he's their leading rusher, 135 on 8 carries, touchdown runs of 3 touchdowns of 2, 46, and 43, and another big run of 38. Elijah Lagova, the other running back, 32 yards on 6 carries. Madden Benson through the air, 2 touchdown passes. He's 3 of 6 for 35 yards. All 3 passes went to Trenton Bulmer, and both the touchdowns as well. But they have 35 yards total, 41 yards total, 308 yards total offense, air on the ground. Back to you, K-Mac.
All right, hey, thanks. We'll be taking a look back now live on the field. Kingston is warming up off to our right, and Bremerton's warming up obviously off to our left. Both teams have come on the field. We get 24 seconds of ticking before we get ready to go here in the second half action. Bremerton jumped on the board first with 8:02 to go here in the first quarter play to take the lead 7-0. They made it Kingston being a little closer off a field goal. Made it 7-3 with 8:39 to go in the second quarter of play. Bremerton with 7:52 to go in the second quarter, getting in the end zone again. This time it was Little Raven Oliver, a 46-yard touchdown run to make it 14-3. Kingston had to punt the football away, and then is Oliver Christian, a 45-yard touchdown run with 5:24 to go, making it 20-3. Then was a touchdown to Bulmer, went off the hands of Deion Sellers and ricocheted into the hands of Trenton Bulmer. That made it 27-3 with 2:17 to go in the second quarter. Bremerton again responded, getting the football back, and a 44-yard touchdown by Little Raven Oliver, making it 34-3. Knights get into the end zone one last time before the half ends. It was a touchdown pass, a 10-yard touchdown pass to Bulmer. He has 2 touchdowns on the evening with 4.9 seconds left to go, making it 41-3, and that's where we are at the break. And welcome back to the broadcast, DJ Joe Frank. He's more than just music. He's the life of the party, baby.
Thank you, K-Mac. You know, this total domination by Bremerton Knights tonight over 4. They took care of business. So the WOA has a rule, anything over 40 points, the clock keeps on ticking, which I think is a good rule. I guess the second half plan is hopefully no one gets hurt. Hopefully Bremerton comes out clean, so does Kingston. I know we're 1 score away, and hope that no one gets hurt.
And for the Bremerton Knights, just like you said, for Bremerton Knights, hope nobody gets hurt. Here's the kickoff to start things off here in the second half action. Ball taken at the goal line by Kingston. Veers out to the near side is Mooch. Cuts up at the sidelines. Down the sideline he goes, and he's chipped up at the 33 and falls ahead to the 37-yard line. Nice return by the return man for the Kingston Buccaneers, Connor Mooch, the 5'7", 130-pound freshman return man for the Buccaneers.
Well, what a good start for Kingston right off the bat. They got a good kickoff, good return, all the way to the 37-yard line. Hey, let's just play football. Let's just one down at a time.
So Kingston takes over in the third quarter on their own as they wait for the yard markers on their own 38. Kingston own 38. Your hash mark going from left to right on your Mega Talk Radio, KIGZ 1400 radio dial. Near hash mark. Knights will dig in defensively. Send a man in motion to the near side, back to pass, no hand out to Singer. Cuts outside the numbers, and he dragging tackles to the 45, and there to deliver the boom. Defensively for the Bremerton Knights on Singer was Tyson Penatusi, the 6-foot junior, dropped him in his tracks.
Yeah, we got a flag, unfortunately, and I guess it's going to go against Kingston. And there it is, holding. Yep, holding.
Oh, but Ethan Goldeye, he's a young man. He won't be young anymore, and a lot of that happens. I'll tell you that right now.
That's probably why the hole was that big.
Probably so. And this shows quite an athlete Singer is, though. He's
a good athlete. Yes, he is. 10 yards back.
If you're Kingston, you're lucky to have him on your team this year. He's a senior, so they won't have him next year.
He's a senior.
They've leaned a lot on him here tonight.
They have. And I think Bremerton has keyed off on him and took care of him.
And when you've really, nothing against Kingston, but when you really only have one big weapon, they march the football back down
It's
to
tough.
49.
It's tough.
It makes it tough.
Yeah.
Shotgun again. So hand off to Singer. Dances away from
Another
one
flag.
tackler. A
Oh,
flag will come
gosh.
into play in the background. A holding play. Going to go against number 77, I think, is
Yes,
number
it is. It is number 77.
For him to turn around. 73.
And he's not on a roster for some reason.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Might keep him out of hot water.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, they march the football back. For Kingston, not a good way to start things off here in the second half action. Going backwards on their initial drive here to start the third quarter with 11:32 stopped on the clock. Trailing at 41-3 to the Bremerton Knights. Well, Joe, it's great to have you behind the mic. I'm not sure what your schedule is, but you tell me when you want to jump back on the mic again. And next week, Vashon Aklahoya will be our game of the week. We reserve the rights to shift gears on maybe go Bainbridge at North Kitsap next week instead of Capital at CK.
Well, I can answer that for now. I'll be there next week.
All right.
Yep.
Talking to Jeff Witt, their head coach, when you finally get up to Klahoya, you go, am I here yet? Am I here yet? Am I here yet? Am I here yet? And finally you go,
Oh, boy, number 9. James.
Tyler Hedstrom is dropped for a loss.
A sack.
Pinatusi there to get the sack. That goes from the 29-yard line all the way back to the 19-yard line, a 10-yard sack. So they touch their own 39, get a penalty, and now a sack brings up 3rd down and 20 for Kingston.
Oh, what to do.
And Ethan Goldheisen will see if he can be like Felix and
I know,
dip into his bag of tricks.
This is so tough. This is so tough. And you got, let's just see what happens here.
Bear split to the far side. Reber and Boutwell split to the far side. Shotgun again for the quarterback Hedstrom. One man in the backfield is Singer with him. Here's a snap. Snared by Hedstrom. He'll toss for the middle. Picked off at the 35-yard line. Picking it off was Tyson Pinatusi for the Bremerton Knights at the 40-yard line of we'll call it the 37 of Kingston.
Just once again, just a poor throw in the middle of the zone. Easy pick. Although he wasn't pressured. It's just total domination by the Bremerton Knights tonight. Total domination.
And so Bremerton will get the football back off the interception with 10:07 to go on the Kingston 37. And we'll march from our right to our left. Thank you, Joe.
I got it.
Shotgun, no hand off to Albert Christian, dances away up the middle, now goes up and veers to the near side, just running through tacklers, and it's finally pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Finally there to knock him out of bounds was Justin Stewart for Kingston, but not before. A Bremerton first down, a big run from the 37-yard line, all the way down to the 13-yard line.
What a cut Oliver made. Went up the middle and made a serious left-hand cut. And just went sprinted to the end, straight to the sideline.
Left turn, Clyde, and he stuck that paw out there and stiff-armed a guy away and did the rest on his own all the way down to the 13-yard line. Going from right to our left, first down, Bremerton, big run. Oliver Christian. It'll be a good night. And there's a handoff again. This time, it will be Idle Lagova right up the gut for the touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run by number 3, Ija Lagova.
Bremerton Knight touchdown.
5'10", 190-pound senior.
Yep.
And that's a 47-3 lead.
Yeah.
And
you know what that means,
that
right?
clock's going to start to tick here real soon.
Yes.
After this extra point. And if it doesn't, we'll remind him. I've had to do that on occasion.
Right.
Say, do you know, just in case, that here's the extra point.
Nice.
Remaining in there.
Wow.
The kick is,
look at that.
The extra point still is Jerry Santos Reyes, and then sure, if Harvey is hurt, but Reyes has been has the kicking duties to making it 48-3.
You know, this 48-3 now. I think at this time now, let's play this. Take the starters out. Let's just play everybody else. Let's just give them some playing time. Both teams, you know. I played football, and I was that guy. I was the Rudy.
You were
I was the Rudy. I was that guy. At least I'm admitted to it. You know, I wasn't all that.
48-3. You know, I was bad as a football player, but back then I was the same height, 5'10", 160-pound defensive lineman.
Wow.
For a 1A North Mason team that played back then in the Squally League.
On the grass, on the dirt, right?
I practiced on the dirt, and then you can hardly wait till Friday nights to play on the grass.
The grass on the dirt.
When you get through practice, you had a dust lung, you know, and your jersey was always dirty.
Now it's artificial turf.
Yep.
Nice and clean, just like Bremerton.
And they do have the practice grass up on top here for them. And here's the kickoff by Reyes. End-over-end kick. We're taking it to 10-yard line. Comes up the near side is Mooch. You try to break outside. Now reverse this field. And is game tackled at the 25, and that's for the Kingston Buccaneers.
Oh, we got a flag.
And we'll see what the flag details here as the Bremerton Knights.
Personal foul.
Personal foul, perhaps.
Yep, against Bremerton. Personal foul. I think the clock stops during penalties. I don't know. I don't know what the rule really is. I know what the rule is. I know in basketball, it just goes on and on and on.
I know there's one in football, too. I've been a part of plenty of those.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's the fourth quarter. I mean, I don't know. You know than I would know.
You know, I thought it was the second half, but
it is second. It should be second half.
But maybe it is the fourth quarter.
Let's ask George. George, what's the rule on that? Well, it's 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of the Buccaneers. Make it 42-yard line of the Buccaneers.
Kingston will try to see if they can't get something going offensively here in the third quarter, turning it 48-3. Your hash mark going from our left to our right on your AM 1400 KIGZ radio dial.
I noticed that the quarterback, number 11 for Kingston, what's his name?
Carter Hidstrom.
Yeah, not wearing a glove anymore. He's wearing just a normal hand. He had 2 gloves at one time. After 3 interceptions, you got to do something.
Turn the hand out to Singer. They've been doing that all night. No surprise to the Bremerton Knights defense who stops him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for the Kingston Buccaneers, going from our left to our right on the near hash mark. Second down and 10 for the Kingston Buccaneers. And here, Bremerton Knights cheerleaders down below having a good time. They are a big part of the atmosphere when you come to a high school football game.
Especially on homecoming night.
And unfortunately, the only time I get to go see a North Mason game and my old alumni is when I go broadcast there.
Got it.
I'm busy on Friday nights.
Oh, you're in demand. You're in demand, Kim-Matt.
If I wasn't doing a game, I'd go certainly watch my old team play. Here's a handoff to Singer again. Dances through traffic, busts ahead to 45, up to the 50, and into Knights territory at the 49 to the 47-yard line and picks up a first down. 12-yard pickup by Singer, did most of that on his own. What's that?
No, nothing. All right, they pass midfield.
And in Bremerton Knights territory.
Yes, 48-yard line.
After the nice run by Singer, picks up 12 yards under carry. Nice run by Singer. Shotgun for Hedstrom, the quarterback. Singer, low man, just to the right of him. As they go from our left to right, they're trying to hand out to Singer. The line of scrimmage, and he'll fall forward to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's Hedstrom. Yeah, he pops up going, "Mommy, Daddy, is that you?"
We got a flag.
Afterwards, somebody said something to somebody after that
definitely.
play.
Maybe Mommy and Daddy.
That's sportsmanlike conduct. We go against the Kingston Buccaneers. Frustration setting in for Kingston.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Bringing up second down is going to be a lot longer than second down and 10 now. They will march off the penalty against the Buccaneers after the unsportsmanlike penalty infraction. And I put that back all the way to the Buccaneers 37. Ouch. And, that's going to be a conversation on the bus on the way home with Ethan Goldeisen, their young head coach, going, hey, boys, I don't care what the score is. You have to maintain your composure because it's looking bad and hurting your team all in the same motion.
Right. Plus, you get the fear of getting an ejection, and then you don't play the next game, very next week. Be careful about that, too.
And, of course, Ethan Goldeisen was a UPS Loggers. So you think he's playing for this? Excellent. Clock's running away. I talked to Ethan Goldeisen after he took this job. And he was happy that he took the job and leaving the Loggers to come up and play coach back in the WIAA, and where he played with the Olympic Trojans back in the day.
Oh, boy.
Snap. Hedstrom will get it, but he's under duress and chased down and finally pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line on the near side. Flag, however, to get on the play at the 32. So
it's 3 flags in a row.
We're going to see yellow at the end of the night, especially if you're looking into the end zone to see blue and gold in the end zone for the Bremerton Knights.
They just picked it up.
Flag on the field.
They just picked it up. That's the 4th one of the game. 4th one in the game. 3rd down.
And 3rd down.
Correction. I think it's 2nd down. Is it 2nd down? George, what do you got, George? It's 2nd down. George is our rain man. He's our rain man.
He is.
It's 2nd down.
Talk to me, Goose.
George just tells me it's 3rd down.
He's our ice man.
3rd down. George just tells us 3rd down.
Never leave your ice. Never leave your wing man.
Who got the sack? I can't catch a number.
I forget. I mentioned it, and then
Yeah.
that play's over.
We messed you up. We messed you up, George. All I know is 3rd and what?
Forever.
38.
Yep.
3rd and 3rd. What do you want to call?
3rd down and 38. I think I would try to run some kind of screen to sing.
Let's run the Bumbaruski. Let's run the Bumbaruski. Just go right step down the middle.
Do the Bumbaruski.
The Bumbaruski.
Take a longest yard. Here's going to go deep. Is picked off. It doesn't in the hands of Mooch.
Oh, he got tipped.
Oh, goodness.
And he catches it. Kingston got the ball.
He thought he had the interception. Goes into the hand of Mooch, and they pick up, I believe, a 1st down.
No, not even close. It's 4th down now.
Oh, there's a yard marker. Sorry.
There it is. It's okay.
I saw the original yard marker. But that's 4th down. You got to put the football away. But an entertaining play, nonetheless.
I think they're going to go for it. That's what I think. They're going to go for it. They're not going to kick it.
I think, what the heck? The clock's going to run on us anyway. Might as well get as many plays in. And for Kingston, this it's not a bad idea. You try to work on stuff now that you
yes, like practice.
Yep.
Those who want to know, the clock is ticking. 4:34. It's not stopping now. It's over 40 points. 3rd quarter, 4:34 in counting. 3rd quarter.
Root split to the bottom of our screen, and also is Thomas Boutwell, one man in the slot for the Kingston Buccaneers, one man in the backfield for the quarterback Hedstrom. Shotgun, out for the football.
Blitz.
Around, and tosses deep over the middle, has a man wide open, and in and out of the hands of his receiver, Justin Stewart. There defensively for the Bremerton Knights was Deion Sellers, a 6'2 senior. And now it brings up 4th down and 20 for the Kingston Buccaneers.
Okay, so Bremerton gets ball and downs.
Bremerton down. Yep, that was 4th down. Sorry.
Ball and downs. So, Paul, let's just run the clock. I hope we don't see no passing. Let's just run the no start. Get the starters out. Some are in, some are out. 3:40 and counting. 1st down, Bremerton.
And we have Madden Benson, the
different running backs. Different backfield.
Quarterback remains in there. We have some new running backs in the backfield for the Bremerton Knights. They'll show their numbers for us sooner or later.
Good.
21 is in, 2 is in.
We got Trenton Bulmer, the wide receivers, in the split down below. It's nothing new there. And they'll send a man in motion and hand off to the near side.
There we go.
That's Kenneth Najara. And he has some good run. He gets outside the numbers to the 28-yard line, dragged down there by number 78 for the Buccaneers. And guess what? We don't have a number 78. So nice play by him nonetheless. But not before. They pick up a big 1st down. What yard line did they start that drive on, George?
42.
They started on 42. Kingston 42. move ahead now to thank you. They move ahead down to the 29.
2-yard line, down to the 29.
And he'll send him out of motion. Hand off straight
Oh,
ahead.
boy. Up the middle.
And there's your ball coach, James Penatucci. And he has good blocking out in front of him. And he gets out to the 15-yard line.
Yep, first down again.
Picks up another Bremerton first down.
Yep, at the 15-yard line.
Marching right down the field.
Yep.
48-3. 2:15 and ticking here
Yep.
in the third quarter play. And shotgun for new quarterback.
I think we got a timeout.
To play quarterback now. Madison Benson's day is done.
I think we got a timeout or we have an injury.
And I don't see anybody down on the field.
Something. It's the White Hat's talking. White Hat's saying something.
Okay, somebody's going to come at me. He has like an equipment issue.
That could be it. Yep. That
Got to bounce out.
Yep. That's correct. That could have been it right there.
And I guess what? Number 23 is coming in, but we don't have a number for him. Oh, there we go. DeMonte Swan. He's down at the bottom of the.
JV player.
Yeah. What's ahead? You're going to hand off to Penatucci up the middle. No, it's not.
Good cut. That's a great cut. Oh, boy. Touchdown.
Gets through it into the end zone. Did he get in?
Yes, he did.
Touchdown, Bremerton Knights. A 15-yard run by Najara gets into the end zone.
Najara there taking two great cuts inside, in between the lines, straight hit to the end zone. Touchdown, Bremerton.
That makes it 54-3. That's right, folks. I didn't stutter. 54-3.
Ouch.
Knights on top. Clock will stop just momentarily with the extra point.
Ouch.
Time down. 1:26 to go in the third quarter of action.
Oh, look who's kicking now. Number 37.
And that's going to be an unlisted player.
An unlisted player.
And
he cut right down the middle.
right down the middle. Good leg.
And I think it's like, hey, he's excited. He's excited. Look at that. He's so excited. That makes it 55-3.
It was number 8. Maybe it was Dylan.
Dylan's the holder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice kick.
Yeah, it was a very nice kick.
Making it 55-3.
1:26 in the third quarter.
Somewhere up here in the you ever get bugs flying everywhere, dropping out of nowhere.
We're in
Over
Bremerton.
the Olympic, they have the flies. They'll have that, like Nate Andrews said, after the fair is over, all of a sudden the flies just migrate over to Olympic Stadium. There's Integrity Stadium going, hey, there's where they have food over there.
So that kicker is number 37, Dylan McKay.
Dylan McKay.
Dylan McKay.
That's a good name.
Yeah. Like us fossils know who John McKay is. Us fossils.
Right.
We go.
I love to listen to John McKay.
We go way back. Way back. We go back with no cell phones, no internet. Oh, really old.
Yeah, I tell you, man, back in the day, you wanted to play with your friend. You hop on your bike.
Yep.
You rode 5 miles on your bicycle to see if Tommy's home. No, he's not home. You hop on your bike and ride home. Or if you tried to make a phone call, you run a party line.
Exactly. Party. I remember that. All right, here we go.
I like to give a kid a rotary phone and see if I knows how to use one. Here's a high kick after kickoff by McKay. Taken back at the 3-yard line by Mooch. So veers to the near side. He gets a block on the edge. Stays in bounds across the 25. Gets out to the 40 and finally brought down at the 41-yard line.
Very nice.
By Isaiah McLean. One of the Bremerton Knights there to make the stop. Yeah, Bremerton is, I mentioned earlier, getting some of the younger players and to get some much needed playing time and good experience for some of those young players as well, DJ Joe.
Yep. Well, that was a nice run by Justin Stewart right down the sideline. Made a few cuts, takes the ball all the way to the 41-yard line of Buccaneers. And you're right. Let's get these other players, get some experience. Get knocked out a little bit, see what's going on. Welcome to football.
Try to get the uniform dirty. Get to tell Mom, hey, I got to wash my jersey tonight.
This could be the last play of the quarter. We're under 30 seconds now. Third quarter.
Ball on the near hash mark at the 40-yard line. Buccaneers going from left to right on your Mega Talk Radio. AM 1400 TID's dial. Singer will elude a wave of tacklers at the line of scrimmage, sheds them, and gets
We got a flag.
6. Now we have
it's
going on afterwards.
It's getting chippy. It's getting chippy.
Kingston is
Yeah, it's
feeling the pain in
yeah.
the 55-3 blowout as time winds down with 9 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And
it's getting chippy.
getting chippy.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why after the commercial.
As into the third quarter, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Friday Night Lights High School Football on Mega Talk Radio. Be back in 30 seconds. This house is clear.
Yes, I do.
Both games were blowouts, Bainbridge and this one.
Wow.
Really? Well,
I got the part about
here on video, I guess we're still alive here. So, as they put up on the big video board that Robin Waite put up, as we talked about earlier, the former owner and founder of the Kitsap Pumas way back when. And it was
So I think one of the reasons why it's getting chippy is you have the starters from Kingston still playing hard, and you got the second starters who are now playing, and I feel they feel a bit of entitlement, and Kingston's not going to take it. And here comes the call. Personal foul against Kingston. Someone just got kicked out.
And it is from on Bremerton.
Someone just got kicked out. One from each player, one from each team. And I don't know who. They got more kick out people.
And this is going to make Coach Paul Terrio extremely unhappy.
I don't know who got kicked out, but I do know one from Kingston, one from Bremerton. We're going to have a Rayman George figure it out.
It's listening in.
Yeah.
So much there, but go ahead, Joe.
So the Buccaneers coach is livid. He is totally livid. He's literally on the field, and he's just livid. He's pointing something to somebody, and I think the officials really need to control this game. I mean, it's not getting crazy, but the Buccaneer coach definitely wants an explanation because he got one of his players got kicked out. He probably wants to know why.
Wants a good explanation from the referees or exactly
And that's by rule.
So the Knights. Had somebody kicked out as well, Joe?
Yes. One of each. We just don't know who it was.
And we'll find out shortly. From there, we hard to tell now simply because the players aren't on the field.
So the officials explaining to Paul what happened. So now we got a dead ball, and we're going to start the fourth quarter. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
And so, fourth quarter,
Yeah.
we'll get set to go.
Yeah.
And
I think the coming to the fourth quarter was a good thing for both teams to kind of cool things down. Just cool down. Let's catch our composure, breathe.
take a deep breath.
Take it. This is the perfect timing for the fourth quarter. So.
And over to Bainbridge score and an Olympic score.
35-3 Bainbridge.
Say again?
35-3 Bainbridge.
35-3 Bainbridge.
Blowout.
And they're getting
On the island next week between Bainbridge and North Kitsap on the island.
Wow.
I'm wondering if the effects of Slater being hurt is one reason why the offensive Olympic is not having any success tonight.
What's the status of what happened? Status?
I emailed Nate Andrews and I
Didn't get any response.
didn't get a response back yet.
Okay, all right.
Well, we'll hear something.
It's all right.
And I talked to Oliver Christian's dad before the game today. He enjoyed the interview we had on the KMAX show. You can hear every Thursday from 6 to 8 here on Mega Talk Radio, AM 1400 KITZ. Bremerton and Kingston are squaring off in the game of the week, and it's the night of the week for the Bremerton Knights, a 55-3 with 12 minutes, and this game will be over in about 15 as the running clock will go down. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. However, Kingston with the football, Hedstrom staying in as quarterback, Singer behind him in the backfield. And
we're gonna have
a jump for.
Let's hang on. Could be a short spin or false start.
False start,
yep.
number 70.
False-
Jack Grady, the 5'10", 185 pound. This is what I was talking about earlier. Jack Grady, the defensive lineman, 5'10", 185 pounds. I played for Phil Pugh, defensive lineman. I was 5'10", 160, 65, 70 pounds, dripping wet. And that's what you get when you get to small schools, you know. And unfortunately for Kingston, a lot of those teams have bounced over to Bainbridge Island, or they've gone to North Kitsap to play. And unfortunately for Ethan Goldeisen, he's kind of stuck like Clahalia is out the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And for Clahalia, they're a 1A school. We will be there next week as they take on Vashon.
The Pirates.
Home.
The Pirates
Or-
at the Eagles.
So you talk about being by themselves. So Vashon on the island. There's Edstrom.
Oh.
Pass out to a Singer wide open in the flat on the far side of the field. Goes off his fingertips, incomplete, and out of bounds, and the ball bounces out of bounds. And that play had some
He had some green.
had some headway going for them if you could have held on to the pass from Edstrom.
Yep.
So second down and 15 on the 44.
So who does Bremerton have next week? Who does Bremerton have next week, George? I'm asking for a reason. Because they're going to be 2-0 league.
I'll let you know. Got something in my schedule. Here's a handoff, nothing doing.
Who? Mason.
North Mason, yeah.
At
So we
North
get-
Mason?
In Belfair.
And the reason I bring that up is because someone got kicked off. Someone got ejected for Bremerton. And I don't know who that was. And I hope it's not a starter because they're going to North Mason. And I'm looking down the sideline, and I don't want to mention no numbers, but I see one that's kind of irritated, and he's a starter. So I'm not going to mention that person because I want to be factual.
Yeah, I should probably bring up next week is a Thursday game, Vashon and Clahalia. That's on the 28th. And then so is the Capital Cougars game. That is on a Thursday if my schedule is correct. 29th, we'll have Bremerton at North Mason. We'll have that game broadcast at least on ISBNsports.com. Next week, there's a run up by Kingston. Flag flies into the fray, I do believe, again.
Is that a Thursday?
That's a Thursday game next week.
You doing that game?
Vashon at Clahalia.
Yeah.
Betcha.
Yeah. Once again, he picked up the flag.
Yeah, we've seen more flags picked up tonight.
That's 5.
As tickety-tock goes the clock. Kingston took over on their own 44 and with the football and ball on the 39 of Bremerton.
It's 4th down. They're going to kick it. I think it's a good move. You know,
Somewhere along the line, you just wave the white flag, and
that would be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, for both players, both teams, you know. And
you live to see another day. You know?
yes. And we knew Bremerton was favored. We knew Bremerton was a better team, you know. But you made your point, Bremerton.
Here's the kick. Nice spiraling kick. Taking it to 10. Lived the tackle there. Weaves his way through track and now to the outside. He does. Out to the 45, to the 50. Hesitation move. Gets side 2 tacklers, and Singer holds on for dear life. Lead up to the 36-yard line. Nice return on the play. That started, he picked it up at the 15.
Yep.
35, 45, 49-yard return on the play.
So basically, he got the ball, went up the middle, followed his blockers. You got two or three grip blocks, followed the blockers, and just sprint up the middle, right down the sideline, all the way to the 36-yard line of the Buccaneers with 8:55 and counting.
Who returned that, George?
How long was that? George?
Who returned it?
Who returned it?
Number 10.
Number 10.
That was, thank you, Tremont Abwan, the 5'7" sophomore. Nice return. Had to get him some love because that was a nice return.
That was very nice.
Ball on the
54-yard return.
Kingston 36, a 54-yard return officially. Nice return. And the center man in motion, hand off. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. Is Elijah Lagova. Goes up to the 31-yard line, tripped up. Flag on the field at the 34. And we'll see what the infraction is there. Things get a little sloppy and a little chippy late, Joe.
So, it is getting chippy. It is getting late. They don't want this game to get out of control. Holding, you're right. But I hate to say this, but the good thing about this is the clock is ticking. So every time we throw a flag, the clock is still ticking. So sometimes the officials do that on purpose just to bleed the clock and just get out of here so no one else get hurt or have a fight.
Read on these sign up there, only coaches and players allowed on the field after the game, and And, of course, media yucks like us are allowed. But move the football back all the way back to the 46-yard line. It knows that the football there in Kingston territory on the near hash mark. Bremerton going for an up to that's right, on your Mega Talk Radio, AM 1400 radio dial. Guess you watch the video replay if you want to watch Bremerton highlights all night long.
There's that play again.
There's that. And right up the middle. That's Penatusi again. Up one again. He cuts up the hash marks all the way to the 25-yard line. Nice run.
That's Bremerton's best play.
It is, and they know how to block that.
They know, they got that. And I think it's going to be on film next year for North Mason.
Yes.
How the Bulldogs doing? North Mason Bulldogs, how they doing?
Right, they won their first league game last week.
They
were
did.
Sitting on top of the mountain, along with Bremerton and North Kitsap.
Good old Robert Thomas. I like Robert. I like Robert Thomas. He's a good man.
Taking over a program. And
Tough program, tough.
he's also the bowling coach and their baseball coach, too. He has his hands full. A lot going on over there in North Mason for him.
Look at this.
And off again. This time it's James Penatusi, the 5'10 senior running back. Picks up 6 yards on the play for the Bremerton Knights, and methodically working a drive down the middle of the field on the ground, Joe.
Oh, boy. Are they going to hit 60? Oh, gosh. Paul, what are you doing? You know, in Bremerton's defense, they're just playing football. They're just playing football.
On the 20-yard line.
It's now 6 minutes and counting.
Shotgun again for the Knights, and Elijah Legault, the 5'10 senior. Takes the snap. Hands off in that play again. Nice play. Hands off to Kenneth Najara. And he cuts up the middle and almost gets in on that trap play.
That trap
almost
play.
Gets in. It's to the 7-yard line. Picks up 5, 10,
you know, that
13 yards.
That trap play is that 60 sophomore guard, offensive lineman Matthew Acerno. First and goal, is that right? It is first and goal.
First down and goal for the Bremerton Knights. And 5:25 and ticking away here
At the 7.
at Bremerton Memorial Field. At the 7-yard line.
They're going to hit a 60 spot.
Oh, it's right around the corner. Here's the handoff again.
Oh, gosh.
This time, and just weaving his way
No
through
one touched
traffic
him.
is Tremont Ambon.
No one touched him. Touchdown.
And a 7-yard touchdown run by Ambon. Extending the lead with 4:55 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Wait a second. I think we got a flag. Is there a flag there, George? I think he touched his heart, which means illegal substitution.
No, I think he went to.
Oh, okay, illegal formation. I apologize.
And for Ambon,
Illegal formation.
formation
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the Bremerton Knights. Ambon's going, are you kidding me? Come
Once
on,
again,
boys.
every time you throw a flag, you kill a minute.
Yeah, that's true.
Just FYI, I'm an official. I know these things.
So we'll wipe the touchdown away by Ambon, and you bet your bottom dollar is going to get the football again. He's in the backfield for Aja Legova. Here's that trap play again. This time he's going to bring it outside. Up to the 15, the 10, the 5, and shoved out of bounds around the 4-yard line. That time it was Trayvon Ambon again with the ball carry, and almost able to get out to the edge, Joe, and squeak down that sideline into the end zone.
Wanted that pylon, didn't get it, which makes the second down at the 6-yard line. Make it the 5.
3:48 and ticking. Certainly trying to get Ambon into the end zone. He remains in the backfield behind Aja Legova. 2 tight ends. Turns a handoff again, and there we go.
Standing up.
It's been a 2-seat this time from 6 yards out.
Standing up. No one touched him. Oh, boy.
James Penatusi gets to the end zone,
You know,
61-3.
The reason I say oh boy is because I think both teams have been on the other side. Bremerton's been on the other side of this, and it's not fun. It's not fun getting killed this much. It's not fun. It's not cool. I mean, it's just not fun.
You know, and it's having to ride back to Kingston bad enough, but you have to hope you have to just go, man, I'm glad I don't live in Port Angeles.
You know, so I just don't like a team getting killed like this. And it's not Bremerton Knight's fault. They're just playing football. They're not running up the score. They're just playing football. And I think Buccaneers are just tired.
Here's Reyes.
Flag.
A different kicker in again. Flags will fly.
Illegal substitution.
I tell you what, if you get back up to Port Angeles, I gotta hardly wait to get back up there again. You stop by at a hook and line pub, or just the restaurant itself, and they have the great wings.
Another flag on Spice. He said something.
Yeah,
Number 32.
Something.
32.
And the hook and line pub. Not only do they, of course, have a nice cold beer, but you have great fish and chips. You can cod or halibut.
You getting me hungry. You're getting me hungry.
And their wings are second to none. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Kingston.
Number 32, he said something right in front of the official. He must have said something. Nicholas Welbeck,
had a few
Sophomore, which he's still young. So what happens now? I think it's upset. Was dead ball foul. Let's find out.
3:31 to go, and here's 61-3 Knights.
So here comes the official. Here comes the signing official. Is going to ask Paul what he wants to do, because the unsportsmanlike kind of oversees the illegal substitution. He's going to ask him, do you want it at the 1 yard line or do you want it at the kickoff? That's what he's asking. Because that oversees the illegal substitution, unsportsmanlike conduct or personal foul. And that's what he's asking him right now.
Well, actually, we're trying to get Pat and Dan over to Bainbridge in North Kitsap. That's going to turn out to be a pretty good game, as it turns out, with Bainbridge doing what they're doing. Of course, Bainbridge, that's a non-league game.
Yep. So they're going to kick the average field goal, and they're going to kick it. They're going to assess the penalty at the kickoff. And by the way, that is going to be a big game.
But it's a non-league game nonetheless for Bainbridge Island and North Kitsap.
That's next week.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game for George Edgar.
We got a bigger game. The Pirates at the Eagles.
That's on a Thursday.
Thursday. That's right. Then we're Friday.
And Friday, I'll be over in North Mason on Friday to cover Bremerton and North Mason.
Hey, double shot.
Give my old hometown boys some love.
It's a double shot.
Double shot. Thursday and a Friday. Well, a pause in the action here.
So, once again, all the convoluted stuff here. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Well, first of all, was illegal substitution. Then immediately it was unsportsmanlike conduct, which oversees the illegal substitution. Bremerton decides to take the penalty now. Scratch that. They're not going to take the penalty. They're going to take the penalty at the kickoff. And they're just going to do an average, just a extra point.
It's the
extra point.
Average Joe extra point.
Just, yeah, exactly. Can we go home?
61-3. Well, you can catch the replay on ISPNsports.com, both the audio and the video end. When this concludes, the extra point is
Look at this. Look at special teams.
Yeah, that's a nice kick by number 37. It's
McKay,
yeah.
Look at
the third kicker used tonight by the Bremerton Knights.
I wonder what's going on there.
And Harvey, then went to Reyes.
Yeah,
McKay.
I'm curious about that. I want to ask him that question. There's something's going on here. I don't know.
But nonetheless, with 3:31 to go here in the contest, it's now 61-3 after the 9-yard run by James Benitucci. And finally, a few minutes later, we get the extra point. Kicked by the Bremerton Knights. Then we'll kick off from our left to our right to the Kingston Buccaneers, who I'm sure Ethan Goldheis is going, hey, look, guys, we have 3:31 on the clock. Let's try to lose with some dignity, okay? And that is, I'm sure, the message as they break the huddle on the sidelines and bring Brody out on the field.
You said a key word there, dignity, because, this is high school sports. You want sportsmanship at all times, win or lose. And I think both coaches know that. And so let's just do that and let's just go home.
Bremerton boys will be sleeping good tonight on homecoming. Other homecoming dance tomorrow. I used to be the crasher. I didn't. Used to crash homecoming parties. Here's the kickoff, fumble, and retreat back.
Yeah, in the end zone. If you drop it, he muffed it at the 2. The ball went to the end zone, which happens to be a touchback.
Hayden Mullins, a 5'8" sophomore, couldn't get the handle. He wanted to return that kick so bad.
I know he did. Exactly.
And didn't get to do so since he retreated back in the end zone. And down there, they'll put the ball on the 20-yard line. First down for the Kingston Buccaneers. 3 minutes to go. here in this one. And after this game is over, we will go to George Edgar for the stats. And George, did you bring a calculator with you to add all this stuff up? It's 61-3, Bremerton 305.
It's a lot of stats there, George.
It's not even that close.
A lot of stats, George.
I know. I got it.
You know, George and I spent, I don't know how many, I can't remember how many years he was there doing stats. I was there for a good, like 14, 13, whatever years doing the Blue Jacket broadcast. George was there for a number of those doing stats, and we've just been working together on different venues all the time since then, huh, George?
Our Rayman George.
He goes, whatever you say, Kate. Yeah.
How many toothpicks, George? I love it.
62.
All right. So it's fair to say you got the joke. You got it. All right.
Yeah.
Every Bremerton night that I see on the field right now is a non-starter.
I like touchdowns, yeah. I like touchdowns. It's 61-3.
We love you, George. All right. We got a new quarterback? No, same quarterback.
Yeah, and Hedstrom's gonna go, Coach, for real, baby, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Give me a break.
That's just.
Don't we?
I guess.
Where's the freshman at right now?
We don't want to get hurt. That's my deal.
Do that, and then he takes the hands off the Singer, I believe, who he takes a hard hit. Think about trying to keep somebody healthy. They want to keep him healthy for the rest of the season.
Well, they did put away. They did put.
And actually, Davon Swan, the 5'6" junior, in relief of Singer, and he gets a hard hit at the 24-yard line, dropped at his tracks there.
Yes. 2:44 in county now. We're under 3 minutes now.
Forget to turn the video for a moment, folks. So, what do you want from us, huh? Perfection? Good luck with that. We got radio, we got internet, we got video, we got George, we got me, we got DJ Joe Frank, live for the party. It's more than just music. Off to my right. Boys, the Kitsap County here, blaring at you in a 61-3 blowout. You know what's a blowout when they just turn the score.
Score.
Oh, there it is. I thought they turned it off. They go, that's screw.
No.
2 minutes to go in this one. 3rd down and 9 for the Kingston Buccaneers. And
look at Sellers. Sellers is coming in again, number 33. Wow. That's what I'm saying. Singer. Sorry.
Yep, Singer will come in, and Camden Singer, he's had himself a good game. But unfortunately for the
71 yards on 18.
He's got 71 yards.
On 18 carries.
18 carries. That's our Rayman George.
Got a lot of those on his own, too. I tell you,
And he split out. I want the football.
He's going to be busted when I get a 100-yard night.
And they're going
to pass with the quarterback Hedstrom. So is Wright. Pass caught.
Nice catch.
There, out of the air by number 31.
There we go.
And don't have him on our roster, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But it's Elijah Woodward who makes the catch.
Yes.
The numbers aren't in numerical order, so it kind of throws you off. Another thing I'd like to talk to you about.
Well, we're about under a minute now, 59 seconds. Fourth down. 4th and 1. You go for it?
Go, just do it. Go for it. Give it a stinger and get them pick it up. Next week again, here on the broadcast, Thursday, we will have Capital at Central Kitsap. That game will be broadcasted on right here at Mega Talk Radio, KITZ. I'll be over, Joe and I'll be over at Vashon and Clahalia for the Vashon Clahalia game. And then the next on Friday, Bremerton and North Mason will be there.
Oh,
Mega Talk Radio.
Yep. And that should do it. 24 seconds in county. That should probably be the last play of the game right there.
And 61-3 is going to be your final from here.
Oh, the Bremerton Knights, total domination tonight. Total domination. They're 2-0 in the league.
And we talked about it too. It's it was the onside kick that they went for.
We talked about that.
And that seemed just to change the whole. Not that things being not a bit any different.
Right.
Like you can see the landslide happening there.
Plus, they had momentum.
Yeah.
They just scored 3 points, and they had momentum. And who knows what Singer would have done? Could have busted something open, right? Kick another field goal, make it 7-6.
Their defensive stomp, and then you come down with the football.
Right. And then puts the pressure on Bremerton. You just never know. That's why they play the games.
That's right. That's why they play. That's why they play the game.
Oh my gosh.
And speaking of playing the game, again next week on Thursday.
Double shot.
Yeah, double shot on Thursday on ISBNsports.com. We'll have the video, Vashon Pirates, Clay Eagles, and then the audio by Mega Talk Radio, Capital Cougars at Central Kitsap. Both games are at 6:30. And I'll be over in North Mason on Friday night. Joe and I, if Joe is, you be around?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm doing this, man.
Bremerton at North Mason to see my alma mater take on
The Bulldogs
Knights and see what Rob Thomas think through.
Oh, so Bremerton's at North Mason next week?
Yep.
Oh, we're going to be there. That's great.
And also, you may hedge on the Capital Cougars Central Kitsap and you get Bainbridge and North Kitsap on as the game of the week. A non-conference game, but set to be
A big game. Yeah, it is.
over in Washington.
Friday Night Lights, homecoming night here at Bremerton.
And George, are we pretty close?
We're about to have George, our Rain Man George.
Guys, you betcha. Our wingman, our rain man, our wingman, we got him on. We got it. As homecoming here for Bremerton Knights is successful. Paul's coach Terrell and his coaching staff will wander off from the 50-yard line.
George.
And George Edgar is all ready to roll. We get the camera on you, George.
Okay, guys, can't not.
And give me the headset for us, the radio and the things.
Not much in the way for Kingston. 71. Their leading rusher, Camden Singer, 71 yards on 18 carries, and he was their leading receiver, 3 catches for 32. Not much. 64 yards total offense, total yards on the ground. Kyle Hitcham, their quarterback, 8 of 19 for 66 yards. He was picked off 3 times. Total offense, 130 yards total offense for Kingston. As for Bremerton, lots of. The leading rusher, Jalen Little Avon Oliver, 135 yards on 8 carries, had 3 touchdowns. Oliver Christian, 125 yards on 6 carries, 1 touchdown, 45-yarder. Elijah Lagova, 7 carries for 45. Coming off the bench, Ken Nara, 40 yards. James Benatusi, 26 and a touchdown. And Trevor Abuan, 41 yards on 3 carries and a touchdown. That's 180, 305, 345, 415 yards rushing. I could be off on that a little bit. Maybe 416 yards rushing, total yards on the ground. Baden Benson. They didn't have to throw the ball that much after the second half. Going into the second half. 3 carries, 3 of 6 for 41 yards. All three catches went to Bulmer. 41 yards total offense on the ground. Just like Bremerton goes to 4-0. North Mason next week. North Kitsap moving in the future. Back to you, K-Mac.
All right, well, Grim was the one that got tossed, and Bremerton Knights, they come away big 61-3 over the Kingston Buccaneers tonight, Joe. And
yeah, I was just told that Grimm's the one that got tossed out, but I was told also that he was in the ground and he got kicked, and he responded back. So he has to sit out the next game unless Paul can appeal that per video to the WOA to appeal that suspension. But as we speak today, he's not suspected to play at North Mason next week unless an appeal.
And for Bremerton, I'm sure they wish they could have had a few other players tossed out.
Exactly.
But for the Bremerton Knights tonight, they looked good and they took advantage of mistakes, and that's what good teams do.
Yep, they took care of business. They're 2-0.
And Bremerton, 2-0 in league play. They will take on North Mason on Friday night and see if Bremerton can see if they can get their 3rd league win, and North Mason, my alma mater, will have something to say about that. Well, for George Edgar, are you ready for stats?
Already got it.
Already got him. Okay. That's so much for me listening.
I know.
For DJ Joe Frank and our statistician George Edgar, I'm came after you.
DJ Joe Frank, I'll see you guys soon next week.
Bill, just a game, even when you're winning. Good night, everybody. Back to you, Dennis, at the Mega Talk Radio Studios.
Thank you, Dennis.